What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? What defines my name?
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Daboll. His sign staying on the road to begin the year. They got that win last week, hoping to do the same now. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. With Brock Heward, and I'm Kate Scott. Here's Graham Gano to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On second down, a run with Williams. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Cowboys butting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Giants have to get set for their first drive. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
You know, Kate, his chef days might be coming to a close, but he's still got a chance to cook in Pittsburgh last year, and he did have a winning record in 11 starts. He also threw 3 times as many touchdowns as picks, and that's why this opportunity and this door is opened in New York.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game. All right, here we go, second down. Russ now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Giants.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
Russ is cooking again. Now he's past the 25. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He'll be in trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Giants. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
On their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
A timeout now, staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Wait,
Dak now from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Now a pause as they attend to an injured player, and they wait with bated breath because it is Dak Prescott who's getting help here. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Russ is going to cook here. Caught by Johnson. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He's got it in the red zone. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
How about that? Just 2 plays to get them in a goal-to-go situation. And if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Start.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal. The Cowboys
Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants take a 20-zip lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way,
Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. Brock play, this is Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that kind of stuff in the run.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
a gain of 22 yards.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 20-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Wilson. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And once again, they can't connect.
Hey, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the...
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. 1st down.
I wonder how many times Kate, the kicker's gone to the coach and said, "Coach, I could pull this off." They finally gave him a shot, and turns out he was right. What a great play.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd down, Tracy gets it. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. That's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness in testing any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Giants.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
1st and 10 from the 32. First down, here's Dak. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. 30! Into the red zone! And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
65 yards is the gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys.
Williams. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Right side.
From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, offense dealing with third and goal now from the 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
35-yard attempt.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from 35 yards away. Aubrey puts it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Scary Terry McLaurin. And this is a touchdown. The Commanders even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a new tandem for Seattle. Sam Darnold hooking up with Cooper Kupp. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And when he's at his best, he's one of the best, Christian McCaffrey. He's been terrific in the first half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Makes the tackle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Wilson to the air. This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And he put everything he's got behind it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Oh, and they fake it. He connects downfield. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a 1st down.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. They'll cobble together a yard there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Russ setting to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
And 8 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the scene and get through it before that window could close.
Tracy. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Number 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Tracy. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And there's an example of why you never see fake extra points anymore. He's out of bounds well short of the goal line.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Yeah,
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tap to the air here. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
yeah! Everybody!
To the air on 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kane, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit.
For the Cowboys.
Brian Anger, the one to send it away. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. This is our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Russ. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Booker T!
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. 14, 14.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty. And here we go. It's another fake. And no success on the fake punt. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Yeah, here we go!
Prescott on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Giants' 36
Dak now from the gun. That's Lamb running slant. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20.
Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That's being sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it as...
He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. Russ now from the gun.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. And we've seen this before. It's a fake. And no success on the fake punt. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
Yeah, here we go. I take line.
Straight ahead with Williams. Not much space available there, maybe two. That brings up third down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They go with Williams on the counter. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your life?
Intended for Pickens. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first three downs to get to this fourth down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on fourth down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, good chance they just let it run. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. They're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 27 on the play.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tracy once more. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Dallas.
Zombie Nation.